Senior UN officials have told Israel they will suspend aid operations across Gaza unless urgent steps are taken to better protect humanitarian workers. In a letter from UN officials sent to senior Israeli officials this month, they said Israel must provide UN workers with direct communication with Israeli forces on the ground in Gaza, among other steps. News of the letter comes as the head of the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, known as UNRWA, said Tuesday chaos is taking hold in Gaza, making aid deliveries all the more difficult. UNRWA Commissioner General Philippe Lazzarini told reporters at a news briefing delivering aid has become, in his words, excruciating due to what amounts to a total breakdown of law and order in Gaza.
With a truck driver being regularly threatened or assaulted and less willing to move assistance from the border to our warehouses to the people.
Contributing to the problem, Lazzarini said, has been an increase in armed gangs involved in cigarette smuggling in Gaza, where a single cigarette sells for as much as $1. Israel's Supreme Court Tuesday ruled unanimously the military must begin drafting ultra-Orthodox men for compulsory service, a decision that could lead to the collapse of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's governing coalition, as politically powerful ultra-right, ultra-Orthodox parties, key members in the governing coalition, oppose any changes to the system. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma reports.
As Israel continues to wage war in Gaza, the court ruled that in the absence of a law that distinguishes between Jewish seminary students and other draftees, Israel's compulsory military service system applies to the ultra-Orthodox like any other citizen. Under long-standing arrangements, ultra-Orthodox men have been exempt from the draft, which is compulsory for most Jewish men and women. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
This is VOA News. Police in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, opened fire with live bullets Tuesday, leaving several people dead as protesters attempted to storm Kenya's parliament compound amid protests against proposed tax hikes that brought thousands into the street. Reuters correspondent David Doyle has more on the protests outside the Kenyan parliament.
Inside, Kenyan lawmakers had, at its second reading, approved the contentious finance bill that seeks to raise $2.7 billion in revenues. Opposition to the legislation had brought thousands onto the streets across the country. Police were overwhelmed by protesters as they attempted to storm the parliament compound. Flames could be seen coming from inside. Police opened fire after tear gas and water cannon failed to disperse the crowds. The protesters opposed tax rises in a country already reeling from a cost of living crisis. Many are now calling for President William Ruto to step down.
That's Reuters correspondent David Doyle reporting. The U.S. Surgeon General is declaring gun violence a public health crisis in the United States. AP correspondent Sagar Magani reports.
Surgeon General Vivek Murthy's advisory comes after another summer weekend of mass shootings, with dozens dead or wounded.
We don't have to live like this.
Murthy tells the AP his suggestions for curbing gun violence include banning automatic rifles and universal background checks. None of the steps could be implemented without action by Congress, where his advisory is certain to infuriate Republicans.
It is now time for us to take this issue out of the realm of politics and put it into the realm of public health, the way we did with smoking more than half a century ago.
A 1964 Surgeon General report is credited with curbing tobacco use nationwide. Sagar Magani, Washington.
The World Health Organization said Tuesday the global death rate due to alcohol consumption, though it's dropped slightly in recent years, remains unacceptably high, with nearly 3 million deaths annually. Releasing a new report on worldwide alcohol consumption Tuesday, the WHO's alcohol and drug abuse chief Vladimir Pozniak said 2.6 million deaths were attributed to alcohol consumption in 2019, the latest year for available statistics, accounting for 4.7% of all deaths worldwide that year. He said alcohol disorders are most commonly lead to deaths.
An estimated 400 million people, or 7% of the world's population aged 15 years and older, live with alcohol use disorders, with the highest prevalence in the European region and in the region of the Americas.
The WHO report on alcohol and health said alcohol causes nearly 1 in 20 deaths globally each year.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.